Last week, we talked with Dan DiFonzo, a member of the Montgomery County Roadrunners Club, as he got ready for the Boston Marathon, which, of course, ran yesterday. Dan ran the race and for the 10th consecutive year, and he joins us live this morning from Boston. Hiya, Dan. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning, Joan and Mike. Yeah, it's great. A little sore today, but It was a magical day in Boston.
What kind of time did you do?
I was a little slower than I'd like to be. I was still happy with it. I had about a 3:25, but the weather took a hit on a lot of people because it was a little on the warm side. It was wonderful for spectators, and it was just a glorious day to be a Bostonian. In fact, Boston invited 36,000 people to be Bostonians for a day, so we took advantage of that. It was wonderful.
It was an awesome sight to watch.
Hey, did you feel secure yesterday? Well, first of all, did you notice all the security that was there yesterday, and did it make you feel any safer?
You know, it's interesting. We talked about this. There was security everywhere, but you know something? It didn't never change the complexion of Boston, the Boston Marathon. We were worried about that. It was the same race with the same spunk that we've experienced for the last 10 years, and I'm assuming that's been similar to Boston for the last 118 years. So it was just there was a lot of security, but you felt safe, and you know, spectators. And I haven't heard the official count, but there had to have been 1 million spectators lining this great course for 26 miles. It was just like a 26-mile parade for the fans and for the runners. It was great.
You know, that is a really great way to put it, a parade, because as I was watching the coverage on TV yesterday, something really interesting happened. At some point along the line, the focus again was on the race, the participation, the accomplishment of lifetime goals for all these people, and the conversation about terrorism and bombs stopped for a while. It was really refreshing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think yesterday it was a celebration like no other. I think people were there. Again, I think I mentioned this last week, but people are there to celebrate marathoning and celebrate running and celebrate strength and kind of defiance. So I think everybody put on their best face. There wasn't a cranky policeman throughout or a spectator. I mean, everybody it was, I think the city of Boston was under the world spotlight, and they took advantage and just in spades they were there, and it was a fantastic day.
Yeah, it was.
Dan, I've run a couple of half marathons, never a full marathon like you, but what I did notice the times that I've run them is that the people on the sidelines, you get so, you know, when they're there cheering you on and they're saying things to you and they're playing music or whatever, you get something out of that. Yesterday, did you get that? And was it all that much more because of that particular running of the event?
Absolutely, and I think, you know, whenever you have people cheering for you, you kind of sometimes get this sense of, you get goosebumps. And I have goosebumps that'll probably last a few more days because it was loud. I mean, the only thing that even rivaled it in the past is I've run the New York City Marathon, and just the sheer numbers of people cheering for you. It was very similar throughout yesterday's race. I mean, it was just 6 deep of people screaming. Your ears are ringing.
Right.
So it's absolutely special and memorable, and I just think it was just a great day to be a marathon runner and to be a Bostonian.
Absolutely. Before we let you go, what about you and the other runners from Montgomery County, part of your club? Did you do anything special before or after the race?
You know, we as a club didn't necessarily do that, but Hopkinton, where the race started, they had a really, really nice tribute to all the victims, and it was about 30,000 people, or approaching the 36,000 runners in Hopkinton that morning. They had a moment of silence that was deadly quiet. I mean, it was absolutely silent with thousands of people all around you, and they, you know, honored the victims and the injured, and you know, and I think again, every step we took from Hopkinton to Boston, we did the same thing, and it was just a great day to be a marathon runner.
That's so cool.
Very cool. Dan DiFonzo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Have a
Safe
great
travels
morning.
home.